did it. I knew you did it. You planted that story about the chicken.
I didn't plant the story about the chicken.
What's he talking
You
about?
had me accused of animal cruelty.
Seriously, what the hell's the chicken?
Have you ever wondered what happens when celebrities decide to step away from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood? For some, it's not just about leaving the spotlight, but finding something deeper. From actors to musicians, they had it all: fortune, fame, and fans. But something was missing. Whether it was a life-changing event, a personal struggle, or a simple desire for peace, they found purpose in their spiritual journeys. Join us as we take a look at them.
Okay, fine. Fine. I'm just trying something a little new with you guys, but I can see you're just not ready for it yet.
Angus T. Jones. Angus T. Jones is best known for his role as Jake Harper, the cheeky and lovable nephew on the hit sitcom 2.5 Men. Starting his acting career at a young age, Angus appeared in films like See Spot Run and The Rookie. But it was his role on 2.5 Men in 2003 that made him a household name. For nearly a decade, audiences adored his comedic timing and youthful charm. As Angus grew older, he started to feel a growing conflict between his career and his faith. In 2012, he had a major turning point when he was baptized. He publicly declared that he could no longer reconcile his Christian beliefs with his role on the show. Calling the series filth, Angus explained that its themes of sex, drinking, and debauchery didn't align with his values. He felt like a hypocrite for continuing to perform in a show that went against his deeply held convictions. In 2014, Angus officially left 2.5 Men and began focusing on his spiritual journey. He even worked with the World Harvest Outreach Church in Houston. While he later apologized for calling the show filth, he stood by his decision to step away. Today, Angus is remembered not just as a talented actor, but as someone who chose faith over fame. Dolores Hart. Dolores Hart's story is one of the most remarkable transformations in Hollywood history. Rising to fame in the late 1950s and early 1960s, she starred alongside legends like Elvis Presley in Loving You and King Creole. Her talent, beauty, and charisma made her a household name, with a career that seemed destined for greatness. But at the height of her success, Hart made a decision that stunned the entertainment world. In 1963, she left Hollywood to follow a spiritual calling. That calling? To become a Roman Catholic nun at the Benedictine Abbey of Regina Laudis in Connecticut. Hart's decision was not sudden. During her final role in the TV series The Virginian, she portrayed a Catholic missionary, and she experienced a profound sense of purpose. Reflecting on this moment, she said, "I started to ask myself, what am I doing in Hollywood? Where is this going to take me?" These questions led her to embrace a life of faith, trading the glitz and glamour of Hollywood for a life of prayer, humility, and service. Her journey, documented in the Oscar-nominated film God is the Bigger Elvis, continues to inspire many. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is an American actor, filmmaker, and entrepreneur celebrated for his iconic character, Madea. Perry began his career writing and producing stage plays. These plays focused on themes of faith, family, and resilience, often drawing from his own life experiences. His big break came with the 2005 film Diary of a Mad Black Woman, which introduced Madea to the world and became a box office hit. Beyond Madea, Perry has written, produced, and directed a range of successful projects. These include Why Did I Get Married?, House of Pain, and The Haves and the Have-Nots. His work often highlights messages of redemption, forgiveness, and hope. That reflects his strong Christian faith and a deep connection to African American church culture. Many of his stories feature church settings and uplifting gospel music. This resonates with audiences seeking heartfelt and relatable narratives. At one point, Perry considered stepping away from Hollywood due to his spiritual convictions, but he realized he could use his platform to inspire and uplift others. He openly incorporates his faith into his work, saying, "I will never be afraid to have a character say, 'I believe in God.'" Perry remains committed to advocating for strong family values, diversity, and positivity in his storytelling, proving that faith and Hollywood success can go hand in hand. Heather Donahue. Heather Donahue, best known for her unforgettable role in the Blair Witch Project, is a true trailblazer. Her close-up scene in the film, with her tear-streaked face and raw emotion, became one of the most iconic moments in horror movie history. But what's even more memorable than her acting is her bold decision to leave Hollywood entirely. After deciding she'd left her mark in the entertainment industry, Heather made a dramatic and symbolic gesture. She took everything related to her acting career, headshots, scripts, and mementos, and burned them in the desert. Talk about making a statement. It wasn't just about leaving Hollywood. It was about starting fresh and fully embracing a new chapter in her life. Heather's next move was unexpected, to say the least. She relocated to Nugget Town, California. There she turned her focus to farming, specifically growing medicinal cannabis. While some might not consider it a traditional spiritual path, Heather found a new sense of purpose and fulfillment in this venture. Her journey is a testament to personal reinvention. Heather didn't just leave Hollywood, she completely redefined her life on her own terms. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker, an actor and comedian, rose to fame in the 1990s for his quick wit, high-energy performances, and unforgettable roles. He made audiences laugh as Smokey in the cult classic Friday, but really cemented his place in Hollywood as Detective James Carter in the action-packed Rush Hour series. His other notable appearances include The Fifth Element and Silver Linings Playbook. Tucker's upbringing in a Pentecostal Christian household set the foundation for his values. However, as his career blossomed, he drifted from his faith. A turning point came in 1997 during the filming of Money Talks, which led him to re-examine his life and rededicate himself to his Christian beliefs. This spiritual awakening profoundly impacted his career. It prompted him to take fewer roles and carefully choose projects that aligned with his values. For example, Tucker turned down reprising his role in Friday's sequel due to content he felt clashed with his faith. Instead, he focused on family-friendly entertainment, which made the Rush Hour franchise a perfect fit. Beyond acting, Tucker shifted much of his attention to stand-up comedy. He crafted clean, uplifting routines without profanity or offensive material. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen, famously known as the King of Cool, was one of Hollywood's most iconic actors. But McQueen's life was much more complex than his cool, rebellious on-screen persona. Born in 1930, he faced a challenging childhood filled with instability and loss. These hardships shaped a restless and rebellious spirit, leading to brushes with the law during his youth. After a stint in the Marines, McQueen found direction and discipline, which later led him to pursue acting in the 1950s. His talent and charisma quickly made him a Hollywood star. Yet, despite fame and fortune, McQueen felt a deep void in his life. This changed when he met Sammy Mason, a Christian pilot whose faith intrigued him. McQueen began exploring Christianity, attending church, and engaging in meaningful conversations about faith. In 1979, shortly before being diagnosed with a rare and fatal form of cancer, McQueen accepted Christ. His faith became a source of comfort and strength as he faced his illness. Before traveling to Mexico for surgery, McQueen met evangelist Billy Graham, who gifted him a personal Bible. When McQueen passed away on November 7, 1980, he was found holding that Bible, a symbol of the peace and hope he had found through his faith. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors, is known for his exceptional talent and deep commitment to his faith. He was named the greatest actor of the 21st century by the New York Times in 2020. Washington has starred in iconic roles in Saint Elsewhere, A Soldier's Story, and many other critically acclaimed projects. Beyond his impressive career, Washington is a devout Pentecostal evangelical Christian. He is a longtime member of the West Angeles Church of God in Christ in Los Angeles. Washington's faith has been a guiding force throughout his life. In a 1999 interview, he revealed that he once considered leaving Hollywood to become a preacher. He said, "Maybe, Denzel, you're supposed to preach. Maybe you're still compromising." Despite staying in the industry, he has used his platform to share positive messages and play inspiring characters. He views his talent as a God-given gift and works to honor it by choosing roles that align with his values. Washington's connection to his faith runs deep. As a young man, a woman prophesied that he would spread the gospel to millions, a moment he credits as shaping his spiritual journey. To this day, he reads the Bible every morning and remains steadfast in integrating his beliefs into his work and life. This proves that faith and success can coexist powerfully in Hollywood. Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis is a name many remember from his roles in Ghostbusters and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He became the lovable, dorky face of 1980s and 1990s comedy, known for his hilarious and heartwarming characters. But after the tragic loss of his wife Anne in 1991, Moranis made a big life change. Feeling that show business was no longer the right place for him as a single father of 2 young children, he stepped away from Hollywood. Moranis wanted to focus on raising his kids and healing from his loss, which meant saying goodbye to the entertainment industry for good. Before becoming a Hollywood legend, Moranis had a career in radio in Toronto in the 1970s, where he worked under the name Rick Allen. In the late 70s, he teamed up with writer Ken Finland to create live comedy performances and TV pilots. This experience helped him develop his comedic style. His big break came in 1980 when he joined Second City Television, a Canadian sketch comedy show. His impressions and iconic roles, especially his portrayal of Bob Mackenzie in the Great White North sketches, made him a star. He later found fame in Hollywood with films like Little Shop of Horrors and Ghostbusters. Though Moranis has stayed mostly out of the spotlight, fans still hope for his return, possibly in a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids revival. His choice to prioritize family over fame remains a testament to his deep values and love for his children. Stephen Baldwin. Stephen Baldwin, the youngest of the famous Baldwin brothers, is an American actor, producer, director, and activist. Known for roles in films like Biodome, The Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas, and The Usual Suspects, Baldwin made a memorable impression in Hollywood. Despite this, his unique comedic style and notable performances helped him stand out. However, Baldwin's life took a major turn after the tragic September 11th attacks in 2001. This event deeply affected him, leading him to become a born-again evangelical Christian. His faith transformed not only his personal life, but also his career path. In 2008, Baldwin joined forces with conservative radio host Kevin McCullough to create Baldwin McCullough Live. This is a radio show dedicated to discussing faith and politics. The show aired on over 2,100 stations, sharing his Christian beliefs with a wide audience. Baldwin has been open about the struggles of being outspoken about his faith in Hollywood. He shared how some in the industry have refused to work with him due to his beliefs. Despite facing challenges, Baldwin remains steadfast in his faith and continues to prioritize his relationship with God. Alexa Peña Vega. Alexa Peña Vega is best known for her role in the Spy Kids movies. She made a significant life change when she chose to leave Hollywood behind and focus on her faith and family. After meeting her husband, Carlos Peña, at a Bible study, she felt called to move away from the spotlight. In 2017, the couple relocated to Maui, Hawaii. There they found peace in prioritizing their Christian values over career ambitions. Peña Vega explained that she struggled with the decision at first, torn between her career and the pull to a more fulfilling life. She admitted that God led her toward this new path, one that emphasized family, faith, and personal growth. I felt this tug in my heart, she said. She now enjoys a deeper relationship with God, which she actively shares with her children, Kingston, Ocean, and Rio. She often prays aloud while cooking or cleaning, teaching her kids to turn to God for help in all aspects of life. The Peña Vegas also focus on giving back through World Vision, a charity that empowers families in need. Alexa's involvement with the charity and her children's book, Ocean's World, reflect the family's commitment to supporting their community. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is a well-known television host, comedian, actor, and producer, famous for his roles on Family Feud and The Steve Harvey Show. However, his path to success wasn't always easy. Harvey began his career as a stand-up comedian in the 1980s and later starred in the Kings of Comedy tour. His last stand-up performance was in 2012. Despite his rise to fame, Harvey faced difficult times, including a period when he was homeless. During this low point, Harvey heard the voice of God, which became a turning point in his life. He shared that he was so lost and had stopped talking to God, but this moment helped him rediscover his faith. Harvey credits his wife Marjorie with playing a key role in his transformation. He has said that before meeting her, he He wasn't happy with who he was, but she helped change his life and his perspective. Since then, Harvey has openly shared his Christian faith with his audience. He often invites Christian guests to speak on his shows to share their stories of faith and inspire others. Kirk Cameron. Kirk Cameron is best known for his role as Mike Seaver on the popular 1980s sitcom Growing Pains. His acting career began when he was just 14 years old, quickly making him a teen heartthrob and earning him Golden Globe nominations. However, despite his fame, Cameron was raised in a family where religion wasn't emphasized, and he even identified as an atheist. Everything changed when, at the age of 17, Cameron became a born-again Christian. His faith journey started when the father of a girl he liked told him, "You have a lot, but you don't have the Lord." This conversation inspired him to explore Christianity, leading to a deep spiritual awakening. As he embraced his faith, Cameron began to make changes in his personal and professional life. While working on Growing Pains, he pushed for his character to avoid actions that didn't align with his Christian beliefs. This eventually led to tensions with producers and the show's cancellation. After leaving Growing Pains, Cameron focused on faith-based projects like the Left Behind series and the film Fireproof. He became a strong advocate for evangelism and family values, using his platform to inspire others. While his views have sparked controversy, Cameron remains steadfast in his commitment to sharing his faith with the world. Vanity. Denise Matthews, better known by her stage name Vanity, was a Canadian singer, actress, and model who rose to fame in the 1980s. She was the lead singer of the girl group Vanity 6, best known for their hit song Nasty Girl. Vanity's striking beauty and bold stage performances made her an iconic figure in the music world. Besides her music career, she also appeared in several films, including The Last Dragon and Action Jackson. However, behind the glamour, Vanity struggled with addiction, which nearly cost her life. In 1992, she met actor Sam Jones while filming Da Vinci's War, and he introduced her to the Bible. This led to a profound transformation in her life. She became a born-again Christian, renounced her stage name, and decided to leave her Hollywood lifestyle behind. In 1994, Vanity faced a life-threatening kidney failure caused by a drug overdose. Doctors told her she had only 3 days to live, but during this time, she claimed to have seen Jesus, who promised to save her if she gave up her vanity persona. This experience marked a turning point, and after her recovery, she dedicated her life to her faith. Matthews spent her later years traveling the world for ministry work, and eventually passed away in 2016 from kidney failure. Sherri Shepherd. Sherri Shepherd is an American actress, comedian, author, and television personality, best known for her role as a co-host on The View. Raised as a Jehovah's Witness, she became disillusioned with religion in the early 1990s. Sherri's career started in stand-up comedy, where she was known for her bold and often vulgar humor. She admitted that she tried to emulate comedians like Eddie Murphy, performing in West Hollywood clubs and at gay pride events. Despite her success, she eventually realized that this lifestyle wasn't bringing her true happiness. In 2007, Sherri joined The View, where she became a beloved co-host. During this time, she openly shared how her faith played a huge role in her life. This is especially true after facing personal challenges like her mother's death, eviction, and a stalker. These struggles led her to reconnect with God, and she transitioned to a more evangelical Christian lifestyle. Sherri admits that it was hard to let go of her old, raunchy stand-up material, and she lost many fans in the process. But she found peace and purpose in her new faith, even though it meant leaving behind part of her old career. Today, Sherri continues to be a voice for faith and personal transformation. She balances her entertainment career with her spiritual journey. Montel Jordan. Montel Jordan is an American singer, songwriter, and record producer, best known for his hit single, This Is How We Do It, released in 1995. Born on December 3, 1968 in Los Angeles, California, Montel became a major figure in the 1990s R&B scene. His debut song became an anthem for parties and celebrations, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 weeks. After the success of his first hit, Montel released other songs like Something for the Honeys and Let's Ride. But despite his musical achievements, Montel felt a pull away from the entertainment world. Raised in a Baptist family, his faith had always been important to him. But as his career took off, he drifted away from those Christian values. In 2010, after a period of reflection and a spiritual fast, Montel felt God calling him to leave the music industry behind. He canceled his plans for a comeback album and focused on his faith. Today, Montel Jordan is a born-again Christian, living in Atlanta, Georgia, where he is a worship minister at Victory World Church. He has also released a gospel album, Shake Heaven, sharing his new faith through music. Montel's journey shows how faith can lead to a powerful transformation, from R&B star to church minister. Cat Stevens. Cat Stevens, the famous English folk rocker from the 1960s, was known for his hits like Wild World and Father and Son. He had it all: fame, fortune, a Rolls Royce, and the lifestyle that came with being a top music star. But in 1976, after a near-drowning incident, Stevens made a shocking decision to leave his music career behind. During this time, Stevens was facing deep spiritual questions about life and purpose. Raised in a Christian family, he turned to his faith for answers, but found that the responses from his family and church were not enough. His quest for truth led him to read the Quran, and soon after, he converted to Islam. He changed his name to Yusuf Islam and walked away from the music world, seeking peace and a new direction. Stevens would eventually return to music, but he focused on charity work and supporting disaster relief efforts. His decision to convert to Islam and leave his past life behind shocked fans, but it showed how a life-altering experience can lead to a profound transformation. Today, Yusuf Islam remains active in music and charity, sharing his story of faith and peace with the world. Zachary Levi. Zachary Levi, best known for his roles as Chuck Bartowski in Chuck and Shazam in the DC Universe, has had a remarkable journey. While his career has been filled with successes, Levi has faced deep personal struggles that he's opened up about in his memoir. Levi struggled with anxiety and depression from a young age. He turned to drugs and alcohol to cope, but it wasn't until his 2015 divorce from actress Missy Peregrym that he hit rock bottom. At the age of 37, he faced severe mental health issues and even had suicidal thoughts. During this dark period, Levi leaned into his deep faith in God. Despite moments where he felt abandoned, his faith ultimately helped him recover. After undergoing 3 weeks of intensive therapy, Levi's mental health stabilized and his faith was restored. He credits God for his recovery and now shares his story to help others facing similar struggles. In his memoir, Levi talks about the trauma he experienced as a child, growing up in a difficult environment. He now understands that no amount of success or perfection can make someone feel truly loved. As he writes, "We are all children of God, and we are all worthy of being loved on every possible level." Levi's journey is a testament to the power of faith and healing. Mase, the rapper who took the world by storm with his hit album Harlem World in 1997, shocked fans when he decided to leave the music industry in 1999. After achieving massive success, Mase revealed that he was stepping away from rap to focus on something more meaningful to him: his faith. He made this announcement to Funkmaster Flex, explaining that he felt called to serve God. Before his exit, Mase dropped one more album, Double Up, but after that, he fully committed to his new path as a pastor. He became the founder of El Elyon International Church and Mason Betha Ministries. Here, he devotes his life to preaching and helping others find faith. For years, Mase stayed away from the spotlight, focusing on his spiritual work until 2012 when he decided to return to music. He admitted that he may have made his decision to leave rap too quickly, and that his journey had been one of personal growth and reflection. Mase's story is a powerful example of personal transformation. It's not just about a famous rapper switching careers, but about finding a deeper purpose in life. His journey shows that it's okay to change paths and seek fulfillment in new ways. Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield, known for his iconic role as Spider-Man, had a major shift in his life and beliefs. This happened while preparing for his role as a Jesuit priest in Martin Scorsese's film Silence. Before this role, Garfield didn't consider himself a Christian and was confused about his faith. However, as he dove into the character of Father Sebastião Rodrigues, a priest in 17th century Japan, he was deeply moved by the experience. To prepare, Garfield met with priests, studied Christian writings, and practiced religious exercises. This journey led him to a surprising and powerful connection with Jesus, which he described as the most remarkable thing. He realized how easy it was to fall in love with the teachings of Jesus and began to explore his spirituality more deeply. Garfield's personal transformation didn't stop with this role. His career continued to be influenced by his interest in faith and spirituality. He starred in films like Hacksaw Ridge, where he portrayed a World War II medic, and The Eyes of Tammy Faye, about a televangelist. Garfield's fascination with questions of life, death, and faith drives much of his work. He has openly shared how these themes help him understand the bigger picture of life. His journey shows that personal growth and exploring faith can sometimes come in unexpected ways. Norma McCarty. Norma McCarty's time in Hollywood was brief, but it left a lasting mark, especially for her role in the cult classic Plan 9 from Outer Space. Directed by the eccentric Ed Wood, the film became famous as one of the worst movies ever made, but it later gained a cult following for its quirky charm. McCarty's part in the film may not have been large, but it remains a defining piece of her short acting career. But the glitz and glamour of Hollywood didn't satisfy McCarty. She found the entertainment industry unfulfilling and began to reassess her life's direction. After leaving Hollywood, McCarty turned to religion and found a new calling in ministry. While not much is documented about her journey, her decision to embrace faith marked a significant break from her acting career. It's clear that she was searching for something deeper and more meaningful. McCarty's life after Hollywood was dedicated to helping others and spreading spiritual teachings. She transitioned into ministry, focusing on a purpose-driven life. Bonus: Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt has been open about his Christian faith, especially in recent years. His 2019 marriage to Katherine Schwarzenegger was a public celebration of their shared beliefs. Pratt shared the news on Instagram, mentioning how blessed he felt to marry Katherine in front of God, family, and loved ones. The couple, who attends church together, has been very open about the role faith plays in their lives. Pratt's journey to faith started when he was a teenager in Hawaii. A stranger approached him and talked about how Jesus had changed his life. This conversation led to Pratt giving his life to Christ within just a few days. He credits this moment with helping him turn his life around, moving away from a wild lifestyle to one focused on faith. Throughout his career, Pratt has made several public mentions of his faith. In 2017, when he won a Teen Choice Award, he thanked God for his success and acknowledged how important his beliefs are in shaping his life. While some critics have raised concerns about the church he attends, Pratt has defended it. He emphasizes its inclusivity and the love and support it offers him. For Pratt, faith is a central part of who he is, and it's clear that his spiritual journey is a big part of his personal and family life today. And that's a wrap on our list of celebrities who left Hollywood behind for their faith. It's amazing to see how they've found a new purpose beyond fame. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more inspiring stories. See you next time.